Yo boys, it's Dan. Welcome back to the final Premier League prediction of the season. Now, we have been through 37 games of the Premier League season, an up and down season. But finally we are on to the final game week of the season. Brandon is back for the final time this season. We have the guests, we produce the guests. And without any further ado, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get into the final game week of the Premier League season. Let's go. Now we start with all these games kicking off same time, same day, so this could be in any order. I'm going to do it in the order I've got written down on my notebook I have, because I need to give it the date. First game is Arsenal versus Brighton. Now, Brighton just came off the back of a surprised win against Man City on Tuesday. I'm thinking when as someone's saying this, you know all the midweek games and stuff. So yep, Arsenal won't get European football this season, I don't think. And Brighton are just mid-table. There's not much to play for these two teams, so I'm going to say it will be a 1-1 draw. And Brandon, what are you going for, mate, at the Emirates? I move to Aston Villa versus the top four hopes, Chelsea. Now, Chelsea, there are three teams fighting it out for two spots: Chelsea, Leicester, Liverpool. Right now, are guaranteed second place after a 1-1 draw against Fulham, and Chelsea beating Leicester. So Chelsea need the win if they want to get top four and that Champions League place. I think they will do it, but not by much, by 2 goals to 1. And Brandon, what are you going for, mate, at Villa Park for the final time of the season? Let me move to the game that should have decided the bottom 3, but it isn't this season, as you know. It's Fulham against Newcastle. These two teams should have been battling out for the final relegation place, but it didn't happen that way. Fulham went down a long time ago. Newcastle just took on a mental amount of form. Newcastle did Newcastle, and incredible. And hopefully Newcastle can actually have a good season next year. And I'm going to go with a Fulham. Fulham are draw specialists at home and away. The home form isn't the best, and Newcastle away from home are just superior. We're going to go with Newcastle win of 2-0. And Mr. Brandon, what are you going for at Craven Cottage for the final time in the Premier League? And I move to top car finishes at Leeds versus championship bound West Brom. As you know, Leeds have finished in the top half. Heading to Leeds, they've been astronomically good this season, and West Brom have been below par, a bad to West Brom. And I think that Leeds can still get a European spot, whatever this European Super Conference League, whatever thing it's called. They can probably still get that, and they only got on a bang in front of their fans. These fans are back and hidden now, only a few thousand fans, but the atmosphere is incredible. And I'm going to go with Leeds to win this game by 3 goals to 0. We know how good Leeds are. We know how good Leeds are at home. And Brandon, what are you going for, mate, at at Ellen Road for Leeds vs Brom. Now we move to Leicester City versus Spurs. Oh, this is a big game at the top end. Liverpool win, Leicester win this, they guarantee top 4. If Liverpool haven't won already. And if Spurs win this, they guaranteed European football. Possibly without Harry Kane next season as well. Rumour to leave. Spurs fans, Josh, Gaze, anyone else? Spurs fans, comment down below. Where do you think he will go? And I'm in a dilemma here. I don't say. I want to say a draw. I'm gonna say a draw. I'm gonna go for 2-2 draw. I think it'll be a cagey game. It'll be a cagey affair. Both teams want to win, but I don't think they'll do it. And Brandon, what are you going for in this big clash of two titans? But now we move to Champions League chasers Liverpool versus mid-table Crystal Palace. Now Liverpool are playing Burnley tonight at the time of filming this, but Wednesday. If they win that, they'll be 4th by I think a point or goal difference. I'm not sure what the points are currently. Yeah, but if they win this game, they're mostly guaranteed top 4. But then they've had a poor start. Liverpool, poor start, good end, but without Van Dijk and that's new as well. We will go with. I'm going to say this game will be a Liverpool win, but not by much. Last time these two teams met, it was 7-0 to Liverpool. Yeah, and I think it won't be a big that because they want Crystal Palace want to go on a high for Roy Hodgson's last game, and I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win to the Scousers. Liverpool. Brandon, what are you going for at Anfield for Liverpool versus Crystal Palace? Now we move to Man City versus possible hopes Everton of Europa League. Now Man City will lift the trophy this weekend in front of 10,000 supporters, which I'm absolutely dreading. And Everton do need the win. They want to try and turn out that top 6 finish, top 8 finish. But Everton should do. I mean, Man City did that. Everton should have back on the loss. They were all on Western players for the Champions League final, and on that basis, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Everton win. Purely on the fact that Man City won on West, like Jesus, De Bruyne, Foden, Torres, Edison, Novak Cancelo, Gundogan. So yeah, and I'm gonna say, and Brandon, what are you going for at the Etihad? Mine and your rivals, Man City. Now move to Championship-bound Sheffield United versus Lancashire's mighty Burnley. Now Sheffield not down, but not out. They're down. They're going with a whimper. They played Newcastle today. That's how we're filming this. But Wednesday, as you're seeing this on Saturday or something, or whenever this goes out. And I'm going to say Burnley will win this game. We know how good Burnley are away from home. 2-0 win to Burnley. And Brandon, what are you going for at the mighty Yorkshire? Bramall Lane. They move to Europa League contenders. West Ham versus Southampton. Yep, West Ham need the win. They want to try and submit that 7th place or 6th place in the table or 5th place in the table to get Europa League or the Europa Conference League, whatever it's called. And Southampton just need. Southampton playing Theo Walcott permanently back again. Everton. He's been amazing there. And I'm going to say West Ham will win this game by 2-1. And for the penultimate time, Brandon, what are you going for at London Stadium? And give it a move to the biggest, well not the biggest game, but there's nothing to play for in this game, is Wolves versus Man United. Man United have a Europa League final a week or 2 after this, so I'm not sure we're going to rest players. Hopefully you guys are going to be fit for that. We won't be fit for the Wolves game, but you never know. Maguire, he could. We've been leaky. We've been very leaky since you guys been in there. And I'm going to say this game will be a 2-1 win to Man United. And for the final time, Brandon, what do you think, mate, at Wolves? Thank you guys, thank you Brandon, that will bring the final Premier League prediction video to an end. Thank you everyone for the support over the last 38 weeks. Oh, actually, thank you for all the guests appearing on the channel. I appreciate you all on the channel hugely. I will be uploading a table review within the next couple of days, early next week probably, and there'll be a lot of Euro stuff to come. Make sure you subscribe for that, and I'll see you boys in the next video, which will be the Premier League table review at the start of the year. And I will see you all then. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the holiday of the season. Hopefully it's emotional for all of you fans in here, if you're top 4 fans. I'll see you later. Peace out.